What are interpersonal skills? I mean, if we see like interpersonal skills are skills we use in every day. I mean, the skills you need to use to communicate and interact with other people both individually and group. But I mean, it's the same thing, like interpersonal skills. We are talking about, I'll read the next point as well, so I can share my thoughts at the end. So, but particularly interpersonal skills are communication skills, listening, such as listening, affective speaking, and they have the wide range of interpersonal skills. Usually, we are interpersonal skills. What is it? I mean, interpersonal skills is just not as one skill. It's a bunch of skills which we adopt to communicate with others, and both in individually and in the group. So it's basically every day. We use it every day, one way or other, in our personal life or in our workplace. So it's like we it creates some disturbance. If we have the good interpersonal skills, it's a benefit for ourselves. And I'm going to the next slide. Okay, what are the interpersonal skills? Usually, interpersonal skills, these are some examples of interpersonal skills which include bunch. So first of all, I have presented the emotional intelligence. What is emotional intelligence? Just to give you overview, it's like able to understand and manage our own and others' emotions. For example, just like how we feel, I think the one person is going to feel. And like second thing is like teamwork. What is teamwork? Teamwork is like able to work with others in different situations on different things. Tackling with our colleagues, working for them and working with them in different scenarios and rising and solving. It's like for an organization, mostly we are divided in teams, and that's how it's teamwork. And then it comes to the conflict management. We all know, like in our life, we came up with some conflict at any stage, so we manage that. And here another point is like assertiveness. It's ability that we find a peak point, like in benefits of ours and even the benefits of front person. That's assertiveness. And even like time management and stress management, and it goes on. So these are just I mentioned. And next, importance of interpersonal skills. In our lives, we communicate and interact with other people, and it's like as I said, interpersonal skills are very important in our life. And in our daily life, like for a good communication, we use our interpersonal skills. We talk with somebody, we speak with them, we listen to them. For example, like our colleagues, our family members, or anyone. And what is the good interpersonal skills, or the wheels of this interaction? What does it mean? If, for example, if you have a good interpersonal skills, it's like giving some advantage to you to interact with them like in a good manner. Like some of the people interact with someone very good. It's like your own experience with talking with others, and what it make them smoother and pleasant for all of those involved. For example, you are talking with like a bunch of in a group, like if I'm talking about teamwork, so I'll talk here about the teamwork. So if you're talking in a teamwork and you have good interpersonal skills, you interact with everyone in a good manner. The conversation and interaction goes on smoothly, and it's built better and long-lasting relationship both at home and at work. Yes, we tend to, if we have the good interpersonal skills, we know how to communicate, how to listen, and how to react with the front person. That's how we build better and long-lasting relationships at home, with our family members, with our colleagues at work. That's how it goes on. And here, like at workplace, interpersonal skills, especially at workplace, as we all know, we spend more time with our colleagues than our partner. I mean, in our family, we spend like most of the time in our office, and we require to communicate and interact with everyone whoever in office comes in office, with our colleagues, customers, clients, and all of them, like such as like supplier, customer, through your colleagues further afield, your team and your manager, everybody. You have to interact with them. And interpersonal skills at the workplace plays a major role here, because we tend to interact with our boss, our manager, our colleagues. So we are at the workplace and we have to deliver something, our services. So we need to know what exactly the front person wants. So in that case, and we need to understand what exactly they want and how they want our services to be delivered. And they come here, another thing comes, like in some of the jobs, their interpersonal skills plays a key role. For example, I'm taking for a sales role. If someone is a salesperson, he has to have a good interpersonal skills in order to communicate with customers. Customers, like, we know we have to understand the front person, how he thinks, what he wants, to find out their problems. They may not be clear as you are, but you have to be trained to tackle their problems and solve them and understand them. That's where the interpersonal skills come handy. And if I say in another profession, interpersonal skills, just to understand, it's like in healthcare provision. For example, as a doctor, you have to understand the feelings of your patient, to understand what exactly their problems are. It goes on the same way. And I'm going a bit speed, I seem like. So here comes teamwork. We all know about the teamwork. It's like collaborative effort of a group to achieve a common goal. We create a team to achieve a same goal. The whole team work on the same thing, and we tend to have the same outputs. For example, if we are working on a project, we tend to complete the project in a bunch of group of people. Okay, and what are importance of the teamwork? What do I mean? Like here, teamwork is efficient work. And in the teamwork we split tasks. And the best person for each task. Like here, efficient and split tasks. What do I mean? Like if in a team we have like 4 or 5 members, we split tasks between everyone. We do something, the other person do something, and everyone does their own work. And this way we can complete the whole thing at the minimum given time. For example, we have to reach some certain deadline. Everyone is doing their job and they reach the deadline as before the deadline. Maybe, for example, if there is one person and he has given the whole work and he has the same deadline, he cannot do that, because in teamwork we are dividing the work and we are working with multiple members, and we all are related to each other and we work for each other depending upon that way. And that's how the productivity of the teamwork we are doing for same thing at just the same project, it changes. And here comes the another thing, team self-monitor. People have responsibility for the same goal. Depend on the quality of each other's work. Effective teams can often regulate their own performance. Here, in this point, what I wanted to deliver is like when one person does a task alone, they have total autonomy. But if that person starts to work slowly, ineffectively, there won't be anyone to tell him like you are dropped your quality of work or you are working slowly. But in teamwork, many people have the responsibility of the same goal. Most significantly, teams observe and depend on the quality of each other's work. When, for example, when team member performs deep or other have the knowledge of for here, what I wanted to say, like if one person is like going a bit down, to other sees to him and we communicate with him, try to motivate him, and this is how we work in a team. And we see each other, and we each other depending upon some works. A person works for example, they did some starting point of the work, and then second has to do after that. And we as I said before, we split the work and do it, and that's how we see each other and we keep each other motivated, and this is where we can increase the performance. And coming to the next point, teams innovate faster. Multiple perspective, skill sets and experience all at once. team approach can lead faster and deeper innovation. Here, in this point, for any task or problem, there are usually countless solutions. For if there is a problem, obviously there is a solution. And when a team or an individual tackles a problem, I'm telling you about the first individual, he tackles this problem and he is only one person to see that problem and think about it and to solve it. But when it comes to the team, there are different members and they have different perspective and they have different experience levels, and everyone thinks in different way, as we all know, and everyone comes up with their own ideas and they try to solve the same problem in a different way. And this is how we can say that, like, innovative, like everyone comes with different ideas and we can collaborate all the ideas to have the best possible outcome in a minimum time, and it's a good output, we can say, than an individual. And teammates learn from each other. As we are working together, they will learn from each other's strength and correct each other's mistake. As in a teamwork, we all see each other's work, we are dependent on each other's, and so in this manner we tend to see others' work. For example, I'm doing something and I stuck somewhere, like I will be having a team leader, he will be coming and helping me, that's how we'll get to learn something new, and we can make something mistake. We did some mistake. Like others know that that's a mistake. He will immediately come and tell you, this is your mistake. You can correct it this way. We can share our ideas and so from that way we can learn from each other and we can make a good strength. As say, unity is a strength. And next point comes teamwork can create healthy competition. Compete with one another to prove their ability and chase promotion, provide the right challenge. Team performance can keep improving. In this point, often happens when we are working each other and everyone knows everything. It's a good team of very well professionals. Here in this environment, team members, they try to compete with each other to see how, just a friendly competition, I can say. Sometimes it changes, but in a teamwork, we work for the same goal and we have most of it, the similar task to reach the same goal. So we try to compete with each other, and that's how we can improve with the competition, we'll tend to improve ourselves as well, and in that way we can show our managers that we are efficient this way and we can able to tackle the more problems if we are getting the promotions or provide the right and the second point, provide the right challenge. Team performance can keep improving. What does it mean? Like, for example, if we have the professional team, like we can say like this is a deadly line. We can have a person whoever comes best will benefit with something or some way. We try to keep the challenge to make them fascinated about working, and they will do whatever they can to reach the deadline before the given time, and that's how we can say like work will be faster and everyone keeps on improving. Like when they compete with each other, they find some improvements and they find things to grow up. And teamwork promotes strong working relationships. Employees work together and succeed as a team. Form bond that can turn into trust and friendship. In this 2 point, as a team, we work together, and as I said in the beginning, we spend more time in the office. So we interact with each other, and we each other trust, and we have to trust. Like we are working in a team, so we are dependent on each other, and we tend to trust them. Like for a certain work that the person is my team member and he can do that thing, and after that I can do this thing. That's how we build the trust, and we see each other for a longer time, and we goes on, and we see it's a long duration of time. We tend to live with each other, and we create a good friendship and trust. As time passes, it happens. And the second point, employees who like and trust each other are more likely to communicate well with each other, support and motivate each other, work cooperatively. In this way, for example, if you can communicate very well with your friend and the person you trust, for example, you can, as you're spending lots of time and you trust each other, you have a good friendship, you speak and communicate with them clearly as compared to for someone, even though if we see a new person as we don't directly, we can't be able to communicate for a new person or a person whom we don't trust that way well, and we try to support each other, and we know he's my friend, like I should support him and should motivate him. He's lacking behind this skill, I should motivate him to develop that skill and help him to just finish up the work, and we can work together. That's how we say, like, supportive and motivate each other and work cooperatively.